today's lesson, we're going to show you how to protect a worksheet and a workbook before you share it with others. The important thing is there may be some information that you don't want altered, but you would like to be able to share with others for informational purposes only. So we'll show you how you can do that. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and delete the contents from B2 through B46. So because this column isn't protected yet, I was able to delete that information. Then what we're going to do is go to the formulas section on our tab of our ribbon, and we're going to click Insert Function. We're going to search for the function that is called R and between. And we'll find that function here. It will allow us to set up our argument. So with this argument, what we're trying to do is to generate a random inventory number for our products. So in this argument box, we are going to type 10,000 in the top box as the bottom number. And we are going to type 99,999 in the top number. So like I said, this will generate a random number between those particular numbers, 10,000 and 99,999, to give us an inventory number. So that's automatically assigned this random number to this particular product. Now what we would want to do in order to generate that random number for all of the products, it's just really a matter of dragging and dropping. So what you want to do is you want to click this fill handle, which is this dark green square. And so you'll grab it and then you'll just drag it all the way down to our last line, B46, which now will generate a random number for each of those products. Now the issue would be if you end up getting a whole inventory system set up, you send this to somebody and they come over here and they change one of these random numbers, that could really, cause some headache for you. So you're probably going to want to protect the inventory number to make sure that inventory number doesn't get altered in any way. And how you can do that is you'll want to go ahead and highlight the section that you're wanting to protect. On the Home tab, we're going to click under Format. Why am I not seeing it here? 1 second. Oh, there it is. So under the Cells group, we're going to click Format. And then we're going to click Format Cells. So in order to protect it, we're going to click on this Protection tab. And if you want to lock this to where it is locked and cannot be changed, you would just check the locked box. And you'll notice here it says locking cells or hiding formulas has no effect until you protect the worksheet. Review tab changes group and protect sheet button. So we'll go ahead and click locked. And we click OK. So now what we're going to do is click on the Review tab. And in the Changes group, we're going to click Protect Sheet. And it'll tell you that if for some reason the Protect Sheet was grayed out, it's because the workbook is currently a shared workbook. So to unshare, you would have to click Share Workbook and uncheck the mark that says Allow Changes by More Than One User. So now that I've clicked Protect Sheet, we get this pop-up box. And so you can do Protect Worksheet and Contents of Locked Cells. You would type a password to unprotect the sheet. And then you can also check mark which things you want to allow. Allow all users of this worksheet to. And it gives additional options that you can check off. So for this practice run, we're going to type in the password to unprotect the sheet if we should decide to do so as password 1 exclamation point, let's say. And click OK. So now it's going to make us re-enter this password in order to fully protect it. So I'm typing it in again. You'll notice it says if you lose or forget the password, it cannot be recovered. It is advisable to keep a list of passwords and their corresponding workbook and sheet names in a safe place, and to remember that they're case sensitive. So unlike forgetting your password to your email or a website and usually being able to click Forgot Password and answering security questions to reset it, the caution here is that you will not be able to do that. If you lose it, you lose it. You'll have to start over from scratch. There will be no recovering a worksheet or a workbook that you have password protected if you forget the password. So I click OK here. So now what I want to show you is that if I wanted to come over here and change this inventory number, I clicked on it, I clicked delete, and it says the seller chart you're trying to change is on a protected sheet. To make the change, unprotect the sheet. You might be requested to enter a password. So that's the beauty of being able to protect the sheet, is that no changes will be able to be made. It would only be able to be used for reference. So if we wanted to unprotect the sheet, we could click Unprotect the Sheet in the Changes section here. And I would have to type in the password to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. So I'm going to unprotect the sheet. Now again, if I choose to come over here and delete it, I can. So that's where you'll want to, decide if you need a protected sheet or if you want to have it unprotected. What the risk is by having it unprotected. You can also protect the entire workbook. So on the Review tab, which we are already on, you can click Protect Workbook. You'll most likely want to protect it for the whole entire structure. Again, you'll type in a password that you want. So I've got a password here. I'll click OK. Once more, you have to have the password. There won't be a way to recover it. And looks like I didn't type something right. And so now the password has been entered correctly, and so the workbook should be protected. And it says to verify that you cannot change worksheet options, right-click the sales category And we should see dimmed commands here. So, yes, I was clicking up here, cells category. So cells by category is what they're showing, is that you can't. And let's see if it, well, this one will allow you to then change things within the workbook on the worksheet. So it is only protecting this structure here. You wouldn't be able to like add a worksheet where this plus is. So that's going to be the difference. So I'm glad I was able to point that out for you, is that when you protect a workbook, it's not necessarily protecting the contents that are on each sheet, because you can make changes here. It is actually protecting just the structure of it, what tabs are available. If I right click here, we can't make any other changes to insert a sheet, delete a sheet, etc. That wraps up, being able to protect a sheet, protect a workbook. Obviously, if you wanted to share a workbook, you could click the share button. And so it would allow you can check off allow changes by more than one user at the same time. Here's some advanced options. So you would just want to look through these and make the appropriate changes for your situation. You could also click Protect and Share Workbook, sharing with track changes, and you could add a password as well. That will conclude the differences and the information that you should know between protecting a worksheet and workbook and sharing.